San Diego Wave also played this weekend, Dave. They played on Friday. Normally, we like to go in chronological order, but since we started talking about the Academy of Right to Dream, then we transitioned over to SDFC. Let's go back in time a little bit. On Friday night, San Diego Wave versus Orlando Pride.
Orlando Pride, yep. And if we want to look back at what we all thought, we all didn't really expect much out of the Wave just because they haven't really shown to be able to fix their problems on the striking end. Very similar problems as San Diego FC. It's just been a little bit more in the middle of the season of their downfall / collapse or spiral. I don't know. That feels like a strong word. Is that fair word to use?
It is a collapse. It's been a collapse since the summer break. Like
it feels like when you build a sandcastle, but it's like you're building it and it's like coming up, but you see part of it on the other side like doesn't look as good anymore.
Yeah.
But like the structure is still there. Like the sandcastle is there. It doesn't look completely ugly.
I really walked in and thought we were still talking about San Diego FC because of what Chiva said. What a collapse in the summer! Like,
I put the wrong.
Do you think? Would you call it a collapse? I think it's just like a deterioration of a sandcastle.
It's a steady decline. Like it's steady. Like
because it was the complete halfway point was the summer break.
You saw the good parts of the style that Jonas Eidevall was trying to clean the fundamentals up. That's what he did. He cleaned the fundamentals up of San Diego Wave and its players. And then it was time for the talent to catch up and go to the next level. When that next level thing happened, I don't think everybody on the team was ready for that next gear. And that's when things kind of started coming down. And look, the quality's there. You don't have Cascarino in there, which has been a focal point of everybody who's playing against San Diego Wave. Adriana Leon, again, I don't know, give somebody a chance. Give Quincy McMahon a chance. Like, I don't know.
It's just not working. Busco was good in the second half.
I have to disagree calling, like, maybe saying that a slow decline is like the right. I think a collapse is the right word. Like, we're talking about 2 months ago, this team was second place in the NWSL. 2 months ago, we're talking about this team competing possibly to face Casey Current, like in the championship, like, and maybe having a shot. They never had a chance, right? But now they're seventh place. They're only 3 points behind on top of North Carolina, like from being eliminated from playoffs. So, like, collapse is the word I would use, Abe. And I agree with you because it's terrible. Like, you see the lineup here, right? You see Didi's back on goal. Kaylin Sheridan. Yeah, they tried. I was like, let me move on.
Heritage.
I mean, you're trying to learn a third language is Japanese, and I commend you for that. It's very brave of you to learn a third language, even though you haven't finished learning the second one.
Yeah. So how about you stop finishing those papitas?
How's your Portuguese, Tony?
Yeah, you practice that?
How's your Tagalog if we're attacking now? How's that going? Huh? Are we just going to attack each other and our inadequacies now? All right.
How's Mr. Mike Spanish?
I like that one.
How about anyways,
we need to work on our French.
The interesting thing here, right? Like, Kennedy Wesley wore the captain armband that night over Kenza Dali. Like, Sheridan wasn't there. McCaskill wasn't there. Last week we saw McCaskill with the captain armband, but she got injured. And now it's Kennedy Wesley with the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen McNabb, maybe.
Utilize about
Kristen McNabb. What about Kristen McNabb?
Do you think Kristen McNabb deserves the armband more than Kennedy Wesley? I don't think Kennedy Wesley had a very good game.
You mean the post-match champion, Kristen McNabb? Yeah, I could see that. She's fought for her spot. She's retained her spot. She's been
on the team since the beginning.
I think if there's anybody who bleeds wave. I don't know what a wave ocean.
Salt water.
It's Kristen McNabb.
We also have to point out that for Orlando, the highest transfer fee ever in NWSL history, Ovalle, La Mexicana, La Maga was playing this match as well on Latino night, Noche Latina.
Yeah, Noche Latina, and that Stephanie McMahon gif of her like scrunching her nose and like saying Noche Latina.
What the fuck was that? But anyway,
I mean, I like that they do the Baile Folclórico and the national anthem with the Mariachi Internacional. I think it's at least something. I think
got it.
I always love seeing the Baile Folclórico. I grew up as a kid doing that kind of thing and seeing that at a sporting event. Especially, I imagine there's at least one person who's probably never seen something like that. And
hot take.
They got to experience that.
Hot take as a Mexican.
Baile
I
Folclórico?
cannot stand to watch Baile Folclórico. I think it's no shade to anyone that's into that, but I think it's the most boring dance ever.
Directly coming to Abe. Like that's
I get so bored.
I mean, I don't like banda music. There we go.
Yeah.
What's your confession, Abe? What's your Mexican? I'm not Mexican.
I don't like mole.
Yeah, it was actually one time I got sick eating mole, and ever since I
don't like Mexican candy, chacachacas or anything like pelon pelo ricos. Oh, gross.
I'm excited. I think I've changed my mind on the mole though. I've been having some things
growing up. You mean? Got it.
I've had some excellent mole, but it's not my favorite.
Esteban, it's fine. Like, see, it's a different country palate.
Sometimes it's easy to mess up. I think that's fair. Like what 629 Soccer says is true. Like sometimes you'll have a thing of mole and you'll be like, oh, that was not very good.
Some people don't like pozole.
You lost your green card. No. No, not again.
I'm a citizen, my boy.
Are you?
Yep. So are you?
I'm a Mexican citizen too.
You know, I never got my Mexican citizenship because my mom never took me to get registered as a kid living in TJ.
Wow, you guys are unloading so much. Honestly, this is what the show used to be a lot more. Go watch the old episodes when we were both originally big and fat. Like half of the things that we would say was like,
we got more professional.
You can't. I hear you dying next to me. Like these microphones are so good; they're capturing your death, like your last breaths. I can.
And boy, did I have some heavy breath.
I think that.
Wait, ¿te estás durmiendo?
Wait, are you falling asleep? Like you would fall asleep, dude. Like you would.
Speaking of falling asleep, let's go back to this San Diego Wave game where the offense fell asleep.
If you don't want to hear us like reminiscing of our time before you joined,
I do, but I think we need it. Wave deserve their proper criticism.
They deserve that. They deserve a goal from the most Latina player on that field.
Latina AF, bro.
Yeah, like La Maga's otherworldly. She makes a great first touch and then strong shot. Like no one is there.
First
I think something that Jonas Eidevall said after the match, after a great question by Johnny Richardson, is just defensively they were never really on the same page. Letting a goal like this, like, why does she have so much space? You know exactly what kind of player she is, and then letting her take that shot is just not great. And
the captain.
Some real war crimes. Some real war crimes happening in the chat right now, right? Even frozen mole and like a paleta. That's a war crime. Let's move away from that.
That's almost as bad as this pass from the goalkeeper to the team.
Yeah. Like the only goal does come from just a horrible error by the goalkeeper, passing it, trying to play from the back. Like even if she does make this pass, like. What, like think about the decision to even make the pass. Like let's pretend like it was the perfect pass.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the runner has like nothing in front of them either? Like it's
I don't know what
she got inspired by the Right to Dream style, right?
Like, she would have switched it to the other side. Like look, she's wide open on to her left.
No. Right, the Right to Dream right there is a Yepes right there in the middle, and you pass it to Yepes.
Yeah, Yepes cleans it up. Yeah. Yep. It's honestly, like I was saying earlier, this is on San Diego FC's midfield. This play.
This is on Luca de la Torre.
Luca de la Torre. I mean, come on, dude. What are you doing?
But Lilina gets her first goal in the NWSL and for San Diego Wave, which is a big thing, and it kind of shifts a little bit of momentum around. You would think, and I don't know, like it's the same story for both San Diego teams.
Yeah.
Creating chances, taking shots, nothing's going in. The only difference is San Diego Wave does have a starting number 9 with Adriana Leon. Well, at this point,
Mm.
I don't know if tronca is the right term to use because
Is that an attribute? I've never thought about this, and I'm excited for this. So tronco meaning the rooted tree, essentially tree trunk. What is the como troncazo? No, there has to be a different term, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe tronco. Maybe yes, tronco.
Troncos, yeah,
It goes both ways. Yeah, it's
Call
un
it
tronco.
a
Yeah.
maple tronco because she's Canadian. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay.
tronco
Oh, come on. I'm so close. Okay, there's a Toronto tronco combination word. Let's think about this, guys. Come on. Torontronco.
Tronco.
There we go. Thank you. That was my last
Es
break.
un torontronco.
Troncota?
Adriana
Okay,
León
that
es un
sounds
torontronco.
troncota sounds offensive.
I'm tranquilo 619 soccer.
Whoa. Also, Landon Donovan, former Sandy Wave manager, invited you. So come on down. Put you on
¿Qué va a
blast.
hacer la torotronca?
I'm considering. By the way, I got the new EAFC 26.
Oh, this was just a good talk. Wait,
we'll wait
let's
for
keep
this,
talking
just 'cause
about
I
San
was
Diego
gonna-
Wave right now because the game's still going on.
I'm trying
here,
not
right?
to. What else are we going to talk about, Abe? Like the fact that they can't score, that they're also allergic to scoring. It's
I mean,
not
they went at half tied 1-1, and you're thinking, okay, well, a tie isn't that bad, right? Like a tie is not the end of the world.
I think it is, honestly, just because of the
It's
place
the
that
end of the world.
Orlando is at in their season. They've been like winless through their last 10, like even before the summer break. You talk about collapse, or Orlando had a true spiral collapse ever since the injury to Barbara Banda, and they added during the transfer window with a huge piece like Jackie O'Ai. I think Wave, they added Dudinia, and she's kind of just been there. I think she's kind of just a replacement for Maria Sanchez, but not as great. Like,
Look, I see in the comments, Leon gets fouled a lot. I guess that serves a purpose, right? But if San Diego Wave did something with it, and at this point, all it's doing, it's extending the pain and of every time she goes down. That's added extra time. More of this, please. Nobody's saying that. Like,
yeah, and I think Savannah McCaskill was kind of missed in this game as well. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Like, she was out with technically a foot injury, but we don't really know the extent to that. It obviously looked really bad when she came off in that last game. Like, do you think Lorena Fasser is a good replacement for her? Like,
no,
it's
not a 1-for-1 for sure. I mean, they did well considering everything. But it's just not enough. San Diego Wave just doesn't have enough. And
this is a great pass, by the way.
Yes,
like it's great pass.
Excellent pass. I mean, Orlando deserved to win this game. You want to hear me set off Abe real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, you're very okay with me doing that. That's not okay. There was a moment where San Diego Wave was playing very well, and I'm like, wow, this is the vibes are good. Like the vibes are good here at Snapdragon Stadium. The Cove with the sirens was actually
you did say that
in unison, and they got the entire section on board. It was some of the loudest I've actually heard that supporter section during Snapdragon Stadium for San Diego Wave, and got the crowd involved. It was really nice, and the vibes were on. And then Abe decided to just curmudgeon it up. Go for it, Abe.
I mean,
curmudgeon this up.
How can you say the vibes are great when you're just not scoring? Like, you're not scoring. You're winless since since the summer break. They haven't won a game at home. It's not like, I think it's fair to say you can still have a good time even if your team isn't performing well. I think plenty of the people in San Diego were still having a good time, but it was just like, I guess what you said about the expectations for this team make it so that this kind of performance is okay. But like, Casey Stoney was canned after she was winless through 7 matches. Was it 7 matches?
Okay. Yep.
7 matches, 2 losses in those 7 matches. I believe Jonas Eidevall already has 4 in 6.
Is he starting? Yeah, no. I think Casey Stoney just threw the dart and just took care of Abe right now, because
He's switching computers.
No, I know he is, but he actually started going into this in the press box, and he started going not necessarily after Jonas Eidevall, but he was starting to point like, hey, Casey Stoney, she got let go after similar numbers, if not /worse/better.
Yeah.
But Abe, let me know. Give me the thumbs up when you're good to go. But I had a rebuke. I had a. He gave me a sideways thumb. What does that mean?
He's
What
like,
does that
he was
mean?
like, yeah, and then never mind. I gotta change the mic over here.
But like, this is you're comparing apples to oranges because it's
they
not
miss playoffs. He cannot stay.
What? No, that's too much. No, 619 soccer, bad 619 soccer. No, be nice. Jonas Eidevall is in a reconstruction year. Jonas Eidevall.
Nobody expected this Wave team to be where they're at right now.
Nope.
Even in seventh, you go back to those predictions like before the season started. All these NWSL experts had San Diego Wave dead last. Like they didn't have them in playoffs. At the end of the day, what they're doing is above expectations right now from when the season started. Which is also the same thing for SanDiego FC. Like nobody expected them to be where they're at. So.
Yeah, sure, exactly. But to make comparisons, Abe, I don't know. People are agreeing with you a little bit. Do you just want what? Are you calling for Jonas to be maybe looked at? As you mute yourself there.
I don't think I'm at that point where
okay.
Because I think it was the wrong decision at the time to let go of Casey Stoney as well, especially in the middle of this of the season, when you didn't really have like you gave the cook nothing to cook with, like they needed a striker. Alex Morgan you had spoiled, like what name a dish and you could say like, oh, the chicken was spoiled, you had raw chicken and the chicken used to be good. It used to be very delicious. And now it's just kind of doesn't really taste as great anymore.
It's funny.
And that's supposed to be the centerpiece of the dish. You have a striker is supposed to be the one that's making everything perfect, but it's just, it wasn't there for Casey Stoney. And then she got fired and it remained not there for the rest of the coaches that the Wave had that season. And
you put some respect on Paul Buckle.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Buckle tried his hardest. Landon Donovan tried his hardest.
Was losing Maurice Sanchez a factor though? Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And that's just how this team is constructed. I think more of at this point now, Jonas has proven that he has the locker room and is truly trusted. Maybe that's why you are okay to say Casey Stoney was left, because so many players were asked to leave during their time. Like Jaden Shaw had asked to leave. Naomi Girma was reportedly asking to leave at that point. And then if you have that many players asking to leave, maybe that's part of what led to that decision. And Jonas Eidevall doesn't seem to have that at all. Everyone talks very highly of him and what he's done for just calming things down. So I think he at the very least gets the whole season.
Yeah, 100%.
And honestly, next season too.
Yeah,
I think he gets next season too.
Yeah,
I don't think you let go of him.
But maybe there's some questions about the general manager position. How about?
Oh, okay. Putting some the construction of the roster. Who goes to the market and gets the ingredients.
This is a new ownership group. It's not the same ownership group that got rid of Casey Stoney. It's not the same ownership group that got rid of like that clean house. Like they cleaned house for a reason, and it's gonna take a while to get back to what they can be.
Again, the expectations that got Casey Stoney fired were of a team that came into the season making playoffs, winning Challenge Cup for as little or insignificant as that may be. But it puts expectations on them being a good team and Alex Morgan playing all right. And then the absolute hellfire that they were put through and their fans through. And now we're on the other side of this. And we're looking at Jonas Eidevall trying to put something together with the amount of talent that he has available. And again, to use your analogy with the ingredients, I kind of really like that because Mikey Vadas actually used the same thing. All the ingredients for SanDiego FC to score against San Jose were there. All of them, like for a winning game. And at the end of the day, it's one of these things where it's just not going to happen. And that on that night, regardless of how you think it's gonna go, it's just the ball's not going to go in. And that's been the story for San Diego teams. And that's unfortunate, but they have a lot of work to do. Also, you forgot to,
and that's coming up.
Yes, that is coming up. The prediction. Thank you, Esteban, because Chiva wants to avoid.
No, I was gonna bring it up like when we did predictions for Wave and then go back to SDFC.
Philippe just gave me an idea that I think would be fascinating. Let's just like hypothetically, let's say, okay, 7 matches. They decide, you know what, this is when we got rid of Kestoni, this is when we got to get rid of Jonas Eidevall. Mm-hmm. Who becomes the interim coach? Is it Becky Tweed that just hops right up from the bench, or is it Alex Morgan, the recently retired striker? That like, is that a possibility? Do you think she wants to get into coaching at this early on?
No. She's gonna make too much money. She has time left to get the good squeeze on that money bag, and she's busy putting the money into things, not necessarily.
I just wanted to come up with a hypothetical because I thought it'd be funny, but I doubt it happens at this stage of her career. Maybe just get Shannon McMillan. Tell her to come down from the front office.
Shannon is doing 12 different things, so I don't know if head coaching is going to be necessarily beneficial for anybody's health. But yeah, that'd be interesting.
If there's a Wave player that becomes a coach, it's going to be Caitlin Sheridan.
Oh yeah, that's Caitlin Sheridan's already basically that's why she's the captain. Probably. It's
Kenza Dolly. I want to see Kenza Dolly. I want to talk shop with Kenza Dolly. Like Kenza, like.
What are you going to try to talk to her in French too?
Kenza, comment allez-vous? And then that's all I know. And then
what?
Omelette du fromage.
I think a lot of these players could be coached. Kira Carusa usually is a pretty positive person.
I want
because
to
you're
see
positive
Kenza
doesn't mean you should be a coach, Abe. Like if you're positive, then like Morgan Hackworth should be a coach.
His dad was a coach.
Yeah, he was.
I trust the Stanford players a lot, usually with things of that nature.
I don't know if Tronco should be coaches. Like Ben Spencer, rightfully retired.
Oh my gosh. I mean, everybody retires, I guess. Anyway, San Diego Wave, not getting it done. The next stretch of games for them is not the hardest. It's not the easiest.
It's Washington Spirit, which is a very tough game. Second in the NWSL. Trinity Robbins performing at an unreal level right now. Corbett Thune still firecracker. I think the Spirit's gonna be a tough game.
It's a sandwich. It's a tough game. 2 quote unquote easy games against Utah and then Chicago, who is by far the worst team this season. And then you play a game that you should already count as a loss against Kansas City. Like,
what if they do it? Imagine.
Be one of the only teams to beat Kansas City? Let's talk about the next game. Like, they play against Washington.
And we got to predict San Diego FC as well.
I got 2-0 Washington. By the way, Abe got the 2-1 Orlando win, which puts him on top of the leaderboards now at 15, Tony at 13, and I'm at 11 points now with 4 games left. Anything is possible. Abe, what do you have for this Washington game?
2-1 in favor of Washington. Washington will win this match. San Diego Wave will probably score a goal just because they've been
2-0. They don't score.
Scoring 2-0. They don't score. You don't think
they don't score?
I don't think so.
The tailspin continues.
Tailspin
until
proven. We got to figure out a specific word to call it. Tailspin, collapse, deterioration. I think that'll be my homework for this next week. I'll come back to you guys.
You heard it here. Cepeda on San Diego.
Come on, easy. Wave went down the water slide.
Washington destroy Wave.
The water slides are fun though. That's the thing.
No, they're not.
It's been a fun collapse.
I went to SeaWorld.
Get us with the show.
For those of you that were listening, he's asking, what time was my show? It was a family reunion.
That's nice.
That's
Which enclosure?
Which enclosure?
horrible.
Okay, all right.
That's
all
My
good.
favorite was always like the one with the shark, where you like walk through that tunnel. That was cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
closed.
Oh,
No, I don't think that's too much. That's way too much now. It's not funny. No, Chiba, that was bad. Yeah. Oh,
That
you
was
should
cool.
hear
No,
what
it's
Tony
just-
used to call me.
That was. I've never insulted you.
Oh, cállate los.
I've
Cállate los
never
hocico.
said a bad word to you,
Oh, you're gonna
to
play
your
Victim?
face, to your back.
That's cute.
That goes out of bounds.